All right, everybody. This is Team 11's project for software engineering. The goal of this project was to create a website for advisors, specifically a chemistry advisor, mainly so that he could associate students with classes and their grades, similar to degree. So he can also email his students, and it's mainly a software just for advisors to use here. So we've got a login page for all advisors. So we can sign up first. I'll do crab at yahoo.com, password crab1, sign up. All right, and I've signed up successfully. Now, just to make sure that that works, let's go ahead and log out and try that again just to make sure. Crab1, log in, and we are on the welcome screen here. Right now we only have two tabs, university classes and students. We also hope to have a grades tab here and also another tab to link the three together to analyze some statistics. So for our university classes here, we have some seed data, and we do, so that you can do a new university class here, we do have some validations for that over here in our classes. There's the model class. Here we go. Here's our validations here. So we have to have at least 30 characters in our course name and at least 5 integers in our course ID. You see it's an integer up here. So the course ID is mainly like a CRN number. Alright, so we've got these validations. We also have some tests down here to run those validations to make sure that they do all work. So here's all the validations for those. The blank course name, over 30 characters, blank course ID, and then over 5 numbers. So let's go give them a test out here. So we'll just do the course name. I don't want to do art. We'll do Wrestling 101. And the CRN number will do more than 5 digits. And we've got, of course, notification here that it's too many characters, so let's just do 5. Create our university class. Go back, and here we go. Here's our Wrestling 101 on here. We also have a nice little search engine up here for when we have more classes in our seed data. You'll be able to search through classes. Instead of having to scroll through all the classes, you can look them up by, like it says here, enter course name or CRN, search classes. So let's do the CRN. So 59658. Search classes. There's our CRN number. So if we go back and we try to put in, let's do one that's not on there. And it says there are no classes containing this term. So that works all good. Now, same when we go to our students tab over here. As you see, we have a bunch of students with their first name, last name, year classification, email, major, and flag message. This one also has a search engine, first or last name, so you can look up Mary. And there's our student Mary, so this is helpful for when the advisor is going to have multiple students that they're advising, and they want to just get to this one really quick. So got some nice quick access there. The student profile also has a bunch of validations here, and we can go ahead and just go look at them real quick so that we can test them out. Here we go. So first name can't be over 20, last name can't be over 20. Year classification must be freshman, sophomore, or junior or senior. Email must be unique, and we've got a regular expression here making sure that it does have the @ symbol and followed by .com, and we have to have a first and last name to make sure that our student does in fact exist. And as you see on some of these pages, we have these nice little associations here. We haven't been able to implement them yet, but we know that they run based off of our seed data. Here we go. Seed data, we have some tests right here for our associations. These also test our associations out. Even though they're not being implemented, we do have multiple associations. For example, students have multiple classes but one grade. And here's the seed data for what's in there already, our names, our students in our classes here. All right. And we do have in our models some validations here for the grade, even though we don't have a grade tab just yet. So we can go ahead and test out this student thing here. First name Morgan, last name Bob. Instead of a senior or junior or anything, we'll just put 4-year and see what it says. Email, we'll do bob@yahoo.com. Major is chemistry. Flag message, none, because it's a good student. So year classification is not included, so that seems to be working out just fine. So we'll just change this and make him a freshman. All right, now Bob is now on our little list here, Morgan Bob. So that all seems to be working just fine. Since we do have so many validations as well as so many tests down here for our student test, we've got all these student tests to make sure that the email is valid, the major can be blank, you got to have a good year classification, can't have, make sure they have first and last name. Same with the class, university class test. We have multiple tests here as well. So since we have so many tests, let's go ahead and exit out of there. And we're just going to run a Rails test real quick just to make sure that all of our everything's running, which it is. We got 24 runs, 24 assertions, 0 failures. That's what we like to see. So all the code seems to be working as planned, so that's good. Oh, forgot to enter into the server. All right, now that our server is back on, all right, back to our pages here. All right, and we can successfully flip back and forth between our class and students, search engine them, and like I mentioned before, we do have multiple associations in here inside of our models that we haven't been able to implement. Grade belongs to the class, student has many classes, class belongs to student and has 1 grade. And we also, just in case anyone wanted to know how the search engine worked, you have to change the index here in your model. You also have to change your view in your index here. Add this here. This is where you put in your messages. Enter first or last name, search students. If there's not a student with that name, then go back. There's no students there. And that's just about it. So that's about wraps up this demo.